Hey guys, today I am going to be doing a review on the Tier 9 American medium tank, the M46 Patton. This tank is a beast, I will tell you that much. So far I've played, if I go and look at my stats, so far I've played 62 battles and I have a 52% win rate so far, although that's not all that much because I only have 2 more won than I do lost. But after about 60 battles, I'd say that's about where I would draw the line, as I've experienced enough in the tank. But I have my first mark of excellence on it. I'm at about 60 something percent. I'm just under 70% damage standing. But I'm going to be doing a review on the M46 Patton, the Tier 9 American medium tank. So let's get started. So to begin with, first thing you need to know is you're not going to have all that good of a time grinding the tank until you get the top package, which is the M46 E4 105. Yeah, you could use the 90mm, which has better pen and a better rate of fire, but I don't think it actually has a better DPM, because it shoots just one more round, or just over a round a minute more than the 105, but the 105 has 390 alpha, whereas the 90 has 240. And I'm sorry, but throwing 240 alpha bombs at an E100 or a mouse or a Type 5 heavy at tier 10 is like a mosquito bite to the rock. It's not going to affect all that much. I don't actually need all that much until I have the M48 Patton. But you're not going to have all that fun, or all that much fun in this tank until you get the top gun. But you'll start off, the tank will look like this, which, to be honest, I think this looks better than this. This looks more monstrous, I'll be honest. It looks like it has a bigger gun, but this just looks overall better, I think. Or in my personal opinion, it looks better. But you'll start off with this, and you'll have 190 pen. You'll have 190 pen with 240 alpha, the same DPM, and the same premium rounds, I believe. Yeah, the same premium rounds. You have 2-second aim time and 0.37 dispersion. Although on the top 90, you have slightly better aim time and better penetration on your standard rounds. Whereas with this, you have 560 horse. I already explained the gun stuff. 36 degrees a second traverse speed. A terrible turret. Amazing view range and terrible signal range. The first package I got was actually, I believe it was this one. No, it was this one. I got the M46 E2, which that you get better traverse speed, you get a 704 horsepower engine, you still have the same gun and the same turret, but you have better signal range. This will give you the upgraded turret, and this will give you the upgraded engine and gun and radio. And then you get up to this one, you get the top turret, 820 horse, 410 view range, and 745 meters on your signal range. And this one, I'm actually not going to purchase it because I don't want to do that. But you have 90, 90, 105, 90, 90. Pretty much every package except for the top package, you have the same performing type gun. But that's that, and then eventually it'll get up to the M48. But I'll put the top package back on. But eventually it'll get up to what this looks like. And throwing 400 alpha bombs at people, or 390 at people, it's pretty damn satisfying. And now we'll get on to the modules and the overview and that kind of stuff. Developed in 1948 and 1949, the M46 Patton was a modernized and improved version of the M26 Pershing. A total of 1,164 M46 tanks were built in 2 basic variants, were manufactured between 1949 and 1951. Patton saw wide use in the Korean War. So this was actually a real tank. And I believe the same thing was with the Pershing. I believe the Pershing was like America's Tiger, if I remember correctly. The Pershing was developed to fight heavy tanks and was itself initially classified as heavy. After World War II, it was reclassified as medium. A few saw combat in the closing phase of World War II. Yeah, so this tank was effectively America's Tiger tank. And something to note about the 46 Patton is before the last update, or the update before the last update, it did have a derp gun, a 105 derp gun, which I believe had like 450 splash damage if you penetrated the target. But it was a derp gun, and they did remove that because, I mean, a derp 105 at tier 9 shooting at mouse, you're going to do like 40 damage every time you hit him in the front, and maybe, if you're lucky, 200 damage if you're nailing him in the side and the rear. But, onto the modules, the engine's right there at the back, pretty standard, unless you're in a rear turreted, rear mount, the turret is at the back. Blah. My English isn't that great. You have just over 19 horsepower to ton ratio, which is good. It's about average for a medium tank. You're on the slower side when it comes to tier 9 mediums, where you have 48 forward, and you have the average backward, which is 20. Now the gun, you have 9-second base reload time with 2-second aiming time and 0.37 accuracy, and then the moving tank and rotating turret accuracy is absolutely horrendous. But you have good gun elevation of 22 degrees and fantastic gun depression of 10 degrees, which is more than the tier 10. And then you have ground resistances. 1.1 on hard, 1.1 on medium, and 2.1 on soft. Then the turret, 410 meters view range with 46 degrees a second turret traverse. Radios at the back of the tank, back of the turret, and the ammo rack is actually very easily hit depending on where you're getting hit from. If you're getting hit from the front and they're shooting right through your hull, they're going to hit your ammo rack almost every time. If they're shooting in the sides, there's a chance that they might miss and hit towards the back, or if they're going for the front drive wheel, they'll hit the front drive wheel, whatever. And the crew, you have the driver front left, gunner, or the driver front left, radio man / whole machine gunner front right, and you have the commander back left. Then I believe it'll be the gunner front, or being piggybacked by the commander, and then the gunner on the left of the turret, or the right of the turret, depending on where you're looking. But yeah, that's that. Now onto the armor. Now the turret is not all that reliable in the tank. If you're fighting tier 8, your armor is okay, like bad or okay to above average at best. Because even tier 7s, if you're facing them frontally, can go right through your hull. But you have, the best armor you have is right there at the front of the machine gun, or not the machine gun, the mantlet. Then you have decent armor behind that, and then you have 121 to 161 just behind that, pretty much the cheeks of the tank. And if you turn your turret just slightly right about here, they're going to be going right through that part. If you're keeping it directly at them, they'll be able to go through it, but they have to have pretty high pen, or at least 200 pen to go through your turret frontally like that. And then your frontal hull is, the average. It's about terrible. Then your lower plate is 71 to 91, which they're going to be able to butter. And the same thing with your machine gun port. And then the side turret is horrible. The back of the tank is horrible. So on and so forth. It's just not all that armored. Angling, you can pull off some bounces from 7s and 8s because you're obviously going to be able to meet 7s because you're a tier 9. Unless it's a 7 with preferential matchmaking. But generally, your tank can meet. The tier 9 has -2 +1, +1 -2 matchmaking, which is, in my opinion, the best matchmaking in the game, because you can dominate top tier battles, but then you can still get the little bit of extra XP that you get from fighting in tier 10s. But we'll get into some live gameplay right now, and then we'll get into some we'll get into some live gameplay right now, and then we'll get into some already recorded gameplay. But yeah, let's go. Let's see how the tank can do, and hopefully, or actually, I mean, I don't really need to hope for anything, because, you know, this tank does okay in even top tier battles, or bottom tier battles, which generally you're still going to do okay because you're a tier 9 fighting tier 10s. And American tier 9s have the tier 10, a tier 10 type performing gun at tier 9. But in Sacred Valley, and yeah. And we're top tier. So this could be great. I'm going to go to the same area that I always go to, which is all the way up here. But yeah, I have like, I don't remember what that aim time was, or reload time. 7, just above 7 seconds. Now there is a trick for us to get up there, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna play the game like it's meant to be played. And as usual, there's a light tank leading all sorts of other tanks on that side. That's about normal for this map. And then what are these heavies? You have an IS-3, a T-32, and even the T-28 Proto is going that way. But thankfully there's no arty, so we don't really need to worry about that. Okay, that makes sense. .365. It's not a bad shot.
Target locked. I see one.
420. Okay, the T-30 spotted me. Okay, so I know what can and can't spot me. Okay, I just got hit by something over there. And I have already been forced to use my repair kit. Or my med kit. Are you kidding me, T-30? This is generally the type of games that you'll get. Okay, that one missed completely.
Ready to fire on target. We've been detected.
I can't.
Gun loaded. Got him in our sight.
This isn't possible right now. Nice, Leopard. Hit him. Come on. Shoot him. Shoot him. Kill him. Kill him so I can go focus something else. There you go. Shoot him. Leopard, kill him! Boom.
She's loaded.
There you go.
They found us.
Alright, I'm loading premium rounds, because... And obviously, you know, the nameless, it's Japanese. You're never gonna pen that thing frontally. So, I'm gonna get out of here.
Enemies looking right at us.
And then I missed that shot as well. I see. And my repair kit is already used. What did I expect?
Trucks up. Let's go. That one did some damage. Ready to fire on target. Looks like that one went straight through.
Yeah, I'm dead here. I'm dead. How? That's right in the side armor. Makes sense.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemies got us in their sight. Firing.
So apparently I'm not dead. Now time to go after this T-69. Or more specifically, the 4502A, because the T-30 is definitely coming up my ass right now. You know, I always gotta let the team know when I'm available to come and when I'm not.
Got him in our sight. The enemy knows our location. Got him. Reloaded.
Well, I know Mr. VK101P has shots on me.
Tracked in.
I need to not give him a shot in my ass. That's what I need to do. Seems about a decent game right now.
Enemies got us in their sight.
Where's that AT-15? That's what I need to know.
Right at us.
Excuse me, Conqueror, don't keep backing up. I need to know where that AT-15 is. He's probably going towards our base. Right now. This seems so far like an okay game for this tank. All I know is I am definitely a one-shot. Keep going, Scourge. Bro.
We've been detected. Target locked.
Conway, I need you to get his attention. Scourge, do not.
Sight.
Okay, if you want to go and die, it's your choice.
One of our vehicles was destroyed.
Okay, that makes no fucking sense. Give it a second.
Ready to
There you go. Easy shot into a side turret. Okay, apparently that can't go in either. You know, AP rounds out the ass, and
target locked.
he's a German tank. It's never gonna pen.
Friendly vehicle destroyed. Got him in our sight. Finished him off.
I should be able to pen these last two guys
Locked and
with
loaded.
ease. I know the T-30 was left on, I think, 500 health or something like that. So me and Mr. Tiger 2 here have to stay together. peek this.
There's one.
There's Mr. AT-15.
He's looking right at us.
Alright, well, AT-15 killed the Tiger too.
Reload. Looks like that one went straight through. Enemies got us in their sight.
Come on, tank, don't fuck me.
Target locked. Enemy armor is damaged.
Well, there's the T-30. Found the T-30. Thanks, guys. The team did great, though, I'll be honest. Well, 4K, 4 kills. I like how the game just doesn't notify me that I spotted him at all. But that's about what an average game in this tank will be. Right about that. I don't know how the Scourge did better than me. I got more medals, I did more damage, I did more kills. You know, but I lost 20,000 credits. That's about normal when you're facing an AT-15. So, you know, T-30 does 1,000 damage, AT-15 does 1,408 or 1,500. T-30 does just over 1,000, and the Scourge does 3,500 with 1 kill, 2 medals. I got more medals, more kills, more damage than the Scourge, but the Scourge Delta, you know, it's a Russian tank, so obviously it's going to be at the top of the list. But that's about what an average battle in this tank will be like. That right there. Mind you, I do believe that I still make just over 200k. If anything, 205,000. Yeah, I got it because of the op. But, yeah, that's about what an average game in this tank will be like if you're an experienced player. But, yeah, so that's that. And I'll be doing the edited, or I'll be doing the pre-recorded video next. And as you saw, that was 4,400 damage, which is about my average in this tank, with 492 assisted. So I did 4,900 or 4,000. I don't know. I did just under 5,000 damage combined, and I blocked 1,250. But 4 destroyed, 3 detected, 13 penetrations. I shot 28. I penned 13. I don't know how I shot so many rounds. Direct hits 21, shots fired 28, penetration 13. But yeah, that's about what an average game in this tank will be. So we'll go right over and we'll jump into the pre-recorded gameplay now. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, now we're in the pre-recorded game. And there is going to be something as soon as it starts. There's going to be somebody playing music. But I do end up muting that person anyways. But to be perfectly honest, you might hear the mic moving right now. To be perfectly honest, you can't really complain because, you know, they are playing rock and roll. But I do end up muting him. But we're playing on our Dans in the summer in the M46 Patton. And we're automatically going to go to the right because, and see right there, I mute the guy. You're automatically going to go to the right because I don't want to fight up close with top tier tanks. And, you know, I don't want to fight up close with heavy tanks in the city, which is the heavy brawl point with the M46 having such mediocre armor for tier 9. So I'm coming to the right, and I noticed that I am, at the moment, leading the charge. And I know that there's a bat chat going all the way up to the back of the map up there in A1. But I'm going over and I'm going to work like the JK line down there. Maybe even the H line. But I do know that I'm going to meet some tanks over here. And I don't remember what tanks I meet, so I'm going to be commentating as I'm playing. So it's not going to be no... And there is going to be, and it's not going to be something like oh, there's going to be a waffle that comes around this corner, and then I'm going to put 4 shots into him, and you guys are going to see that. It's not going to be something like that. I'm going to be commentating as if it was first person right there, and I spot a leopard 1 right there. And that's actually a very important spot, because if I hadn't spotted him, I would have pushed around this corner blind, not knowing that there was a leopard 1 there, and I would have just gotten shot anyways. But since I know there's a leopard 1 there, I can do this. I can aim in, boom. I'm going to take a shot. Obviously, it's going to be ammo rack. Because, you know, like I said, the ammo rack, if they're going through your front, they're going to hit your ammo rack. But he hit me for 400. He hit me for 400 and about 14, whereas I hit him for 402. But, you know, that P44 Pantera goes over. He destroys Leopard 1. So now we're going to have the chance to shoot these guys, which is great. And I get a 428 roll right there, and that's an awesome roll. And like I had said, this, I don't remember if I had said it in the garage actually, but the standard pen on the 105 is 218, which is less than the 90 millimeter. So I do have to watch the angles that I'm shooting at. If it was just the regular Leopard 1, or if it was the Leopard 1 that I would be shooting at 24/7, I wouldn't have to worry about it. In fact, I'd probably end up loading HE shells just because they have higher damage and they have decent pen of, I think they're like 52 or 53 pen. If you guys don't know, but the way arty shells work is, or not arty shells. I was saying that because I spotted an arty. The way HE shell works is the penetration is half the caliber of your gun. So if you're using a 88 millimeter, for example, you're going to be having 44 pen. If you're using a 90 millimeter, you're going to get 45 pen. If you're using, let's say, the 105, you're going to get 53 pen, actually. And this is where a waffle comes into play, and this is where the HE rounds come into good effect. Watch this. 474, I believe that was. And then this next one, I know he's reloading because he wouldn't be retreating like this. And boom, 453. That's how effective the high explosive rounds are. Chances are, if I was using my regular rounds, I would have needed an extra round to hit him, and he might have been reloaded by that point, because I shot how many times? I think that was 4 times at him. 7 times 4, 7, 14, 21, quick math, 28. He might have almost been reloaded, and chances were going to be that I would have needed 1 or 2 more shots to pen him. So he might have ended up reloading, and he might have gotten a shot or 2 into me. But now we're shooting at the back of the FJ705, and we ended up shooting at the back, or at the side armor of an IS-7. And the FJ705 is out now. So now it's down to, that yawn felt great. Now it's down to dealing with 2 RDs, or 1 RD now, and 3 TDs. And not to, spoiler alert, the E3 is AFK in base. It's the E4, and I believe that's the T28 or the T28 Proto that are the active ones. And now we only got to worry about 3 TDs. And I was kind of, hesitant about leading this charge because I have 711 health, and the E3 and the E4 on console still have their 850 alpha. So I was I don't think anybody would blame me for leading the charge, because if my brain serves me well, I believe that, God damn it, I'll just do the calculations. Hold on. 0.25 times 850 equals 212, 213, so 850 minus 213. Chances are he would have killed me if the E4 or the E3 were spotted before I got spotted, or if I got spotted before they got spotted. So chances were they were probably going to I'd say like 8 out of 10, or maybe even 9 out of 10 shots, they would have killed me in one shot. So obviously I would have been kind of hesitant. But now that I know that the E3 is AFK in base, I can do this. Boom. There's one, and then 60 TP decides that he's gonna go after him, and I decide, no, you're not. He's my kill. So I decide to take the kill. And 60 TP. Thankfully, he didn't text me or he didn't message me. He obviously knew that he had 750 alpha, and that would be much more valuable going into the back of. I'd say going into the back of like the E4 or the T28 Proto. It would be much more valuable going into them than using it on that kill. And right here is actually a surprise. Those TDs aren't all that fast at TDs, and I get over this hill and they were just over here a couple seconds ago and I can no longer spot them. So it says something about, you know, the speed and stuff. But that's besides the point. Now we're going to be going after the T28 and the E4. And I believe I only get one more shot in. If not, I think I kill the T28. Yeah, I believe I kill the T28. Boom, and then I come over, boom, I kill the T28, and 4,409, and we win the battle. And I believe that's about 5.7k combined damage right there. 1,296 assistance and 4,409 standard damage. But that's that, and I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Later, bros.